Do I need more light? Oh, I think that's good enough. Hey, yeah, I'm live. Okay. Hey, yeah. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? Are we having fun yet? Of course not. But some of the things that we're seeing, we're having some fun with, right? So, yes, this is my happy arrival day here on Earth. It's been 55 years, my arrival here to this Earth. And let me tell you, some of the things that I've seen here on this Earth have been kind of interesting. How some of these events have been playing themselves out on this planet. It's quite an interesting planet, Mother Earth. Thank God she is advancing and she's rising higher and higher. Thank goodness. Oh, this has extra magnesium in it. I've been doing a lot of juice today. If you haven't noticed, yes. I was actually leaving this morning because I had a free night stay here. Thank you, thank you. And I was all about I was gonna just stay, and I got all my stuff, and I actually forgot. I said to myself last night, I said, God, I really would like to stay another night. You know me, I always say I really like to stay another night. And sure enough, I go to the front because Spirit told me, get your keys, because I normally just take off and I just leave. And Spirit says, no, 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 get your keys, go take them up to the front. I had no idea what Spirit was doing to me. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll get my keys and take them up to the front. I go, hi, good morning, Tim. How's it going? The manager and staff is always so nice to me here. And that's the Rockland Holiday Inn on 5-Star Boulevard. Okay. They have the 5-star attitude here. I have never had a problem staying here. Other places, I cannot say the same for them. Maybe they need to learn from here. Like the one in Lincoln. Anyway, yeah, that Lincoln Holiday Inn Express, F-. Anyway, they did not get any points from me. And I'm a hardcore person to give people points. I do it everywhere. Hotels, job interviews, people that I'm meeting for a job interview, I'll give you points in a minute. I'll interview somebody energetically. Thank you. Did you see the angel? I'll interview people energetically just for if I'm going to get my taxes done. I watch for your tone. I watch to see if you're going to have some kind of laughter in your voice, making fun of me or saying something rude. And if I hear an ounce of that, I'm not doing my taxes with you. I'm not going to sit down and have tax time with you. And I had that happen to me with what was that? Liberty Tax. The way the man was talking to me, how rude he was, I just totally said, well, I'm not going to waste my time with you. We get to make choices like that. We really do. We get to evaluate the energy of a person, place, thing, or situation and say yay or nay to it. We really do. And I don't want to just say yes for the convenience of it. No. When I say no to something, I mean no. Period. So let me tell you how the last 24 hours have played out. So yesterday, I checked in. But on my way, when I came in yesterday, I stopped off at my favorite restaurant. I was treated so nicely there. I got my favorite, the beans and the rice, and the I didn't do the other seafood dish. I did another a quesadilla. And I said, I just want to have what I want to have. So I went ahead and got my dish. And sure enough, the grandmother, the abuela in the back who makes all the pastries and the cookies and stuff, was in baking. And she saw I was in, and the young lady comes out and she says, she's making your favorite cookies right now. And I go, what? And I said, well, how long does it take them to bake? She said, 15 minutes. I said, I got 15 minutes. I can wait. And it's called the tri cookies. It's 3 different colors. Sometimes they make them yellow, pink, and vanilla, or sometimes it'll be pink, chocolate color, and vanilla. Those 3 colors, the tri cookies. So I couldn't wait because every time I would go in, they would be all sold out. So this time she was making those cookies. And I was just so happy when I got everything together. And plus my drink, my hibiscus drink that I love so much, got that too. And they even put extra in a container with a lid on it because she says, I want you to have everything you want on your birthday. I said, thank you. So got the cookies. Oh, let me tell you something. You know how it is when cookies first come out of the oven and they smell so good and they're warm. You know how that is? It's like a moment in time when you just start thinking about your cookies, how good they're gonna taste when you touch that. Anyway, the cookies were delivered to me fresh off she scooped them up, put them in a thing. She goes, now I want you to handle these with care because they're very delicate because they're hot and they're fresh. She put them in this and she said, happy birthday. Gave him, she goes, I even put an extra one in there because I asked on only 3 because they're this big, the tri cookies are this big. So good. It was so good. I enjoyed it. It was so good. Let me just put it like this. I got the first bite and I was just like, oh my God. Oh. And then I got another bite and you could just taste the butter and the sweetness and oh my God. I was just like, so good. So good. So it was like when it's, the day before my birthday, I'm like, I'm getting everything into place. Thank you. And wow, it's really hopping back here tonight. This evening. And I'm like, yeah, bring it all in. Come on in, light things, benevolent light, come on in. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. So I went ahead and got into the bathtub. And I got this for soaking because, I keep dealing with my knee and I'm like, my knee is still kind of giving me some problem. And I scraped it out. I've done the knee scraping thing. I've done the scrape, but for some reason, it's something just holding on to this knee. And I'm like, will you just please let my knee go and just leave it alone? Whatever it is. I don't know what it is. So I'm hoping after I'm done, I get to resolve that because I'm getting in the bathtub again. So I'm staying here on my free points, all right? And so then get up, do the bath soaking last night. Amazing bath. Soaked, got in bed, passed out. My phone was beeping off the hook and I didn't even know. And I look at it. I was like, I fell asleep, And I was watching something on TV. I don't know what I was watching, but I was just like, wow, this is really cool, just chilling, I'm going to chill again after I'm done with this. I'm not thinking of nothing. Normally, I put myself through this whole regimen of, okay, let me write everything out for my birthday. Let me write a little. I did nothing because I don't have to. I'm 55 years old. That's right. I did nothing. So, so now I'm thinking to myself, who did nothing? And slept so good. I wasn't whisking off to a lot of places that I've been going to and seeing things, and then I'm getting validation the next day on where I went and what I saw. And then I'm hearing the validation on it. So I've been doing a lot of timeline traveling and looking at stuff, and some stuff has been really shocking for me. And then it plays out the next day. After I wake up, I'm like, freaking hell, just saw this the other night in vision or dream or whatever. It's almost like remote viewing. But somehow I think I'm leaving my body and I'm going to these places. More than likely, that's what's been happening to me, you know, for quite some time, since probably June, when a lot of this stuff was happening. And because I remember a lot of my visit places I was seeing was children and people being held against their will, cabins I've been to where there's missing people there and I don't know where this is. And it's just weird. It's just weird things and things that I'm seeing and things, and I wake up and I'm like, what the hell? Where was I? What the hell happened to me? And then I'm like discombobulated for like the first 2 or 3 hours after I wake up, and then finally after all the pieces start flooding in, I start putting it together, and I'm like, oh, okay, so that's okay. So this morning, after I woke up, I realized I didn't have any timeline travels, and I was like, okay. I said, but I felt like things had, like something happened, like something changed, like something went down. And then I was watching a movie called Battleship. You know, the movie with Rihanna, Rihanna in it. Anyway, I was watching that movie. And it's about they send out a signal through the satellite, way out in the satellite. Now, our satellite can be used for a lot of different things, so it doesn't get captured here on the Earth time. You can hide a lot of things in satellite, the way they were doing it in this movie, Battleship. They were working at satellite. Here's the thing. In the satellite, when they would pierce through the darkness in space, because space is vast, you can hide anything out in space. Nobody's ever going to find out what's been sent out in space through the satellite. Okay? But they make contact with an alien creature people. That all of a sudden 5 of them start to show up down here on Earth. All right. So I saw this movie a long time ago when it first came out. And then to kind of go back and see it, thank you very much. Yes. To kind of go back and see it with your new eyes, your new sense of being, you can see hidden coded messages in it so much better. And just really kind of looking at it, and I'm like, wow, they were talking about this in there, and wow, and then just kind of watching how at the very end, the Marines, the Navy older vets that they were saluting in the beginning of the movie were the ones that had to help them at the very end of the movie, because of the ships that were built back then. They were able to use it to defeat one of the bigger spacecraft that was in the water. And it was kind of interesting because these beings had the reptilian eyes when they captured one of them. And I was like, wow, we're dealing with a lot of reptilian stuff. And I've been having a whole bunch of dreams of seeing these reptilian beings, a lot of them, because they lose their covering, their skin covering, and they're showing up now. I've decided to call them what they're called in aliens a xenomorph. There's a lot of xenomorphs running around. But xenomorphs are being taken care of. Because their time is up. That's right. And it's the best birthday gift I could ever have. And I know other people that are having their birthday today are probably saying the same thing that I am. What a gift. Going down for real. Yes. Thank you so much for typing everything in there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, we know what you're talking about. Straight up, sis. I know what you're talking about. So today, just knowing that a lot of stuff that I've been seeing, dreaming of, been on timelines with, and when I shift from a timeline, it literally is like water. It goes, and I'm on another timeline. And it goes, I'm looking at that, and I'm like, but nobody sees me. Okay? Nobody sees me. Nobody. I'm standing right there, and I can see everything, hear everything that they're saying, and see their faces, see what's going on, and nobody sees me in that space. I'm not picked up. I wonder why. Could it be cosmic? I don't know. But I think it's very funny because when I wake up, I get validation. Validation where I've been. And I'm like, oh, I'm doing this. So pay attention. Remember back months ago when I was saying I was having these meetings with people and I was telling everybody where their location was and what they were supposed to be doing. Why aren't you holding your space? And I was doing that. Yeah. We were actually having those meetings. Kind of like, think of it like we met at a round table. Back in the day, you sit at a round table. And when you're sitting at a round table, there is no collisions. You cannot hide anything at a round table because it's circular. You can see everybody's face. You can see everybody. You can see everything. It's circular. And that means everybody moves in the same way. There's no head at that table. Everybody works together. And I think the table was made out of selenite. It looked really pretty. It was like crystal. It was really pretty. So I saw this show where this guy ended up a very busy road and he didn't fall out of the car trucking off the, just showed up and had a backpack on. It was trippy. Yes. That's going to be happening to a lot of us because these timelines, you can be on it. Now, keep in mind, it's like, okay, say that you take and you put this somewhere. Okay, you put it here. You laid it here, but you go out, you go do something, you come back, and it's gone. Now, let me tell you something. The item that you think is missing is still there. You're just on a different timeline because you can't see it. You're either ahead of the timeline or you're behind the timeline, but you're not on the aligned timeline where you laid it at. So in order to get that back, you have to call to the timeline where you left it. Literally, you actually have to say it. I titled this Happy Arrival Day because this morning I was told that it's not a birthday I celebrate. I'm celebrating a happy arrival day. Arrival day that I chose to come here to this planet, to Earth, to descend down here with a whole bunch of other souls who are healers, who are seers, who are the ones that we came back to meet up with each other and see each other in groups, in silent groups, in sacred groups, to hold the light. 55 years ago, I descended here. I showed up 3 years after 1963. And what happened in 1963? I came 3 years after that. No wonder I'm here. I bet you when I was up in the heavens and I saw 1963, I bet you some money I was like, whoa, and felt the ripple in the timeline in 1963. I came 3 years later. That 3 just follows me everywhere I go. How amazing is that? 3 years later, I show up here on this planet and a woman that I picked to be my mother, my physical mother here on this planet. Love you. I picked her. Kind of messed up a lot of plans in her life at that time when I picked her. And I did make some apologies for my arrival. But nevertheless, she brought me in 55 years ago. So you celebrate your arrival on this planet, but your true birth date is when Creator made you. Your soul, when you were first created out of nothingness, that spark of light, that's your soul. That's your birthday. Because I'm going to tell you this. Some of us are very old souls. Been around for some time. All right? Done things, healed things, forgiven things, shifted through things. Yes. We've done it. So when the Cosmos Star Family said that to me this morning, double A, you have to look at that. Now today, when you add my numbers up, it's a 9. Today's a 9 vibrational day. I wonder what's going to happen today, or has been happening today. Can you just feel it in the air? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's my birthday. It's my arrival day. My arrival day. My arrival day. So I actually just wanted to hop on here. I really hope that everybody knows how much I love you. Thank you so much for being a part of Be So Light. I'm looking forward to however everything transpires in the next couple of weeks, whatever happens. I'm not really sure where everything's going to be platform-wise. But wherever I'm going to be led to go and do and how I'm going to do things, that's how it's going to be. Thank you so much for supporting my books on Amazon. Thank you so much for following me on Instagram, Priestess Michaela 333. Thank you for those of you that have gotten your spiral light treatments and your detox. Thank you for doing that because you are stronger now. You see things clearer because you don't have to shuffle through all your old timeline, cellular, emotional stuff anymore. You're clearer. And I really think if I have not done so much clearing timelines and spiral light healings and stuff, I wouldn't be popping up in timelines watching stuff go down. Let me tell you, some of the stuff I've seen has just been like mind blowing. So I feel like it's a sci-fi movie almost. I really do. And they don't see me, but I see them. I see everything going down. I hear it. I see it. I smell it. I can touch it. It's wet, damp, whatever. One place I was in, it felt like a prison somewhere. I was wherever that it was dark, dingy, smelled very moist and watery light, but it was dark. It was not a lot of light, but I could see these doors, like metal doors. But I could feel like people were behind these doors that weren't very good people. I just remember I was saying to myself, where the hell am I? And I'm looking around, but out in the back, I guess seeing like this, like a box thing. And this light flicks on. And somebody comes in there with a mic and talks about where they are. It was like a sci-fi movie. I was like, nobody can see me. But I knew where I was. I was like, holy crap. Where the hell am I? And I woke up, I'll never forget, I woke up, it was day before yesterday. Woke up tired, discombobulated. I was like, where the hell was I? Yes. It was quite interesting where I was. Seeing it all. I'm pretty sure if I wanted to see anything more, all I have to do is just call in those timelines and I can pop up on them. Because my human design, I am categorized as a generator manifester or manifester generator, time bender. Who would have ever thought I would do that? Must have been that nursing fundamental page 28. I don't know. Chapter 28, maybe? I don't know. So good. Yes. Yes, sister. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I have a nice bath waiting for me. People have been so nice to me. Another night, birthday stay here. Got my favorite cookies. Watching movies. Just being. I'm 55. Don't have to do anything that I don't want to do. Standing in full-on crone elderhood. Yes. But I'm not claiming all that. I'm perfectly happy with just being my priestess self, my goddess self, and that ancient queen self that comes up every now and then. The one where I said, if I was queen today and I find out that you harm children, off with your heads. I meant that. But I'm not queen. But I'm pretty sure if I was back in the day, pretty sure I didn't tolerate it then either. But I get to relax today and just be me. We work today. Or is there going to be queen today? So, I I know. Just let me have my fun. That happened already. I know. Timeline is gone. I know. So anyway, all seriousness, I just want to come on. Thank everybody for celebrating my arrival day. You too. You too. We're all we're all queens and kings in our own destinies of what we're doing on our arrival days that we chose to come here on this planet. And just imagine that I picked to come here 3 years later after 1963. Wow. What did I see that was troubling me? That hurt me? That makes it so crucial right now for all of us to be together and standing in our true divinity of who we are. Unstoppable. We are that light. We are that light that is so bright, can't get rid of it, no matter what. Even in the darkest times, at the last hour, we are that light. Welcome to our light. Because if you're not right, you're going bye-bye. Our light is going to just go all over you. And some you might hide, but believe, can't hide because our light will find you. And those of you that know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying. Oh, God. So beautiful to be, be alive right now, arrived. So nice. Isn't it nice to know that your light is so bright that you can just send it out? And it's going to take effect wherever you send it. And then weird things will start happening to where you send that light. To beings that can't handle that light. Hey, darling, they can't handle that light. Just imagine if you think of certain beings that are not nice and they're hurting people. Our light can actually transmit their energy and they start having breakdown issues. All their stuff starts falling apart and they don't know why. Because we are lights. We're divine. And we are slaves to the system no more. We are that light. And we're going to keep holding it and keep shining it bright till it's all done. What was my favorite part in Queen Elizabeth? Now, I'm a huge Queen Elizabeth fan. And I got both those movies, Queen Elizabeth I, then the Golden Queen 2. But in Queen Elizabeth I, with Kate Blanchett, she played that role excellent, hands down. The costumes were off the hook insane, okay? And then, the best part about it, I would love to see that movie on my birthday today. If it just pops up on HBO or something, Queen Elizabeth. And, or either, it was called Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth. But there's this part, and it's right kind of coming down towards the end of the movie. And there's this part where they have been riding her butt about when is she going to find a successor, when she's going to get married, when she's going to have an heir, a male heir to the throne. And she keeps saying, stop bothering me about that. I'm ruling. I am the queen of England and, blah, blah, blah. I'll do as my heart dictates me to do, leads me to do. She's trying to do everything right for the people. Okay, but yet and still she keeps getting beat up. And yet and still in this movie, you get to see how these men, the way they were thinking of her, and she was young to be a queen. Can you imagine being so young that you're ruling and you got these group of men that are hating you because you're making changes and they don't like that? But you're trying to do things right for all the people. And then she starts to find out that the ones closest to her are the ones actually trying to assassinate her, trying to kill her, and going out and spreading lies and collusion and her favorite word, treason. And then her assessor that was working with her, I can't remember his name, but he's a good actor too. He comes in and presents this paper, the scroll that she gets, that has all this stuff on there, who's been doing what, saying what, when, where, and why, who's been colluding with Spain and all of this stuff, all this stuff that was going on. And she's reading it and she's reading it. And then he tells her, said, if so-and-so signs that, he's committing treason. And she's looking at it and she's like, you could see all of a sudden she shifted into this queen position. And she went through and she sat down and she's looking at it and she says, then let it all be done. She says it just like that. Let it all be done. Let him sign his name on that and let it all be done, because I know the truth. I got the evidence to show what everybody's been doing, colluding against me. Let it all be done. And then you see where she orders her soldiers to go through and get rid of all of them. They go show up at the church thing, get rid of the priest there who had it in for her. I mean, it just goes all the way through. She's sitting there and she knows she hired the hit out on all of them that were listed, who was trying to do her in. And she cleaned house. Queen Elizabeth did that. Clean house. Because when she cleaned house, that's how she knew she was going to be safe. And she wasn't going to have to worry about any more craziness. She cleaned house. Yes. She's almost like that Trump card I pull. It's kind of like that. But that movie, Queen Elizabeth, there's that scene where she's wearing that beautiful purple dress. And she calls it out. Let it be done. Let it all be done. Yep, let it all be done. All right, lovelies. On that note, I'm going to go take me a nice hot bath. Do you want to watch a movie that actually really kind of shows you what cleaning house is all about? Watch Queen Elizabeth, the first one. Then follow up and watch Queen Elizabeth II, where she's the warrior and she actually goes in and fights in battle. But Queen Elizabeth I is so good. If you've never seen that movie, this is a day that you should just relax and watch that movie. It's a good movie. Yeah, it's really, really good. Really good. All right, lovelies. I'm going to take a nice hot bath because as being like I am, being queen of my own destiny, want to relax and do my thing. So I'm going to leave another tidbit here. Thank you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Jennifer Lopez has been posting herself all over YouTube. Jen, what are you doing? She's showing off. And her last post she had, and she looks so young. Now, she just turned 50. She looked really young. And she's got her glasses on. She lifts them up like this. And she goes, oh, Something surprising is coming tomorrow. Now, she posted it today, and she's talking about the 13th. And I'm thinking, what? New clothing line, makeup, new music, perfume? What could Jennifer Lopez have to say about tomorrow? I have to go decode her name. I haven't done that yet. I'm going to go look it up. What is Jennifer's name? Can I look it up? See what role she's playing. I'm pretty sure we'll all be surprised, won't we? All right, lovelies. Be so light. Be so right. You know you're the light. You know you're loved. Keep shining your light bright. Stay on track. Stay focused. Don't buy into all the crap. Stay focused. Stay in your truth. Stay in your light. Stay in everything. Okay? Soak in those nice baths. Yes. I'm going to be soaking in my bath. And be that love. Stay true. Stay real. My heart walks with you. Much love. Bye.